All right. So on the left side here is Land of the Free, about 3.8 million. I mean, I'm guessing you probably know what I mean by Land of the Free. 3.8 million square miles, about 330 million people, and each circle there, the bigger circle is roughly 100 million people. So 100, 200, 300, and then the smaller circle about 30 million people, 330 million people. On the right side, you have the Indian subcontinent, which is India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, sort of all major countries in the Indian subcontinent. About 1.27 million square miles. So you can see that smaller land area relatively, and about 1.7 billion people. You can already see how relatively how crowded the right side looks, and the circles again represent 100 million people. So you have about 17 circles there, 1.7 billion people. Now, the green circles is, I think, what we usually refer to as, let's see if I can write, secular and peaceful people. The blue is what, again, we can call it secular and liberal people. And then the orange, we can call it communal and bigoted people. Now I'm gonna put it in code. This is a little bit sarcastic. I'm referring to this as how the secular and liberal generally refer to that segment of people. Now, the darker green, these four circles, they together is what you can call it as two new pure countries. Okay. So basically the basic divide is right here. Secular people and then communal people. So what's happening is, and this is my question, this is what I want to understand, is that when we say, so there is a lot of noise, and both in India, outside India, everywhere in all different circles, is that the green and the blue people are in danger because of the orange people. Right, so another thing is, these orange people, they all sort of speak different languages. So, language 1, language 2, language 3, language 4, language 5, language 6. They kind of, can't even communicate with each other, but they're supposed to be one block. They don't even go together. I mean, there is a ton of differences there among orange people. But, okay, let's not even go there. That's separate, another discussion. But what we are to understand is that if we count all the secular people, so like if we just for a second leave out the two new pure countries out and just consider all the secular people, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are all the secular people, about 700 million. These 700 million are in danger. They are supposed to be now in some form of minority against the orange people, which are like, you can count them, about 600 million. So my question is, who's the minority? What's going on here? Right? Who's the minority? Who's the majority? Okay. And then, and again, one thing I need to understand is like, okay, just in terms of scale, think about the relative scale. Even if we, for a moment, okay, let's say blue people might, have sort of mixed ties to the green and orange people, right? So even if you were to just, for example, just focus your attention on these 200 million people, right? We keep saying these 200 million people as minority. At least sort of acknowledge, the size of that minority. Like, imagine, just hypothetically, if these 200 million people were to get into the land of the free, hypothetically, just a thought experiment, then that this will become a pure country. Another new pure country, democratically, become more religiously diverse. It will become more secular and become one more pure country. All right, let me leave you guys with this thought experiment.